Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold, Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro. You see me? I want to send special shouts and thanks to all of you who take time to watch us each and every single moment we drop a video. It is because of you we keep doing this. So if you take time to share, leave a comment, leave a message, whether tasteful or distasteful, we welcome it. Your opinions are very, very, very welcome. So always make it a point to leave a comment if you feel like, and share the video as well, and subscribe to our channel because we really appreciate it. Big shouts going out to Eddie Dazekins, my director. Big shouts going out to Nana Lobster, going out to you, Mr. Brown, and we have Papi in the building. So it's like we have a full house, and my guest is also here. As usual, we give you the frankest, the truest, the realest, undiluted conversations. That's what we are noted for, and so we continue to do that for you. Now, we're going to have a very interesting conversation. Now, this is a gentleman who is disturbed, not because he's proposing to women and they are turning him down. Again, not because women are after him and he's getting fed up with that, but because men are after him. Men want him. Men want him in bed. Men want to date him. Men want to marry him. And this is quite shocking. You know, usually a man will be fed up with women coming after him or women turning him down. But he is fed up because his fellow men are constantly in his inbox. Is he gay? Is he homosexual? For which reason all these men are after him? Let's find out from my guest. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Arnold.
Yeah. You know, when you called, in fact, you contacted me online and
Yes.
you gave me just a glimpse of the story. I'm like, really, this is quite interesting. Because I'm a man, man. It's women who disturb me for me to say I'm okay, I'm I. Like you are a man, young guy, handsome guy, and men are after you. What did you do? How did this happen? Is it true in the first place?
Yes, it's very, very true. And how it all started was when I completed SHS. You see, coming to the world from school,
Yeah.
you are a lay person, you don't know anything. So I started moving with my one and only true friend, who, by that time I was running my mom and my dad's shop.
Right.
So he wanted to learn more about music.
Okay.
So he told me if I'll be interested, we should all go into the world of music. Then he had by then learned to a certain level. So he also started educating me on how to be a very good DJ.
How to be a very good DJ.
Very good DJ.
Is this a friend you grew up with?
Yes, this is a friend I grew up with. This is a friend I love him so much. We all started together. One funny thing, he was back then my senior in school. He was in, I think, JHS 2, and I was in class 6.
Okay.
Yes, but eventually we all completed school the same year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we had a program once at St. Augustine's. And I went with him. He was doing a very good job DJing and other things. So I fell in love with the work he was doing. And I told him that I'm very much open to whatever he would teach me. So he taught me how to be a good DJ. I was able to handle machines on my own, go for programs. There would be a time our boss would split our machines into 2. He would take one.
B, you go to program A.
It was moving very smoothly. So there was a time he called me, Emmanuel, there is a program here at a place in Cape Coast around the aquarium.
Yeah.
We should go, and it's going to be a very full house. It's a party. Then I asked him what kind of program it is. He also didn't know.
He also didn't know.
He also didn't know.
This is your childhood friend.
Yes,
he also didn't know.
Yes.
Okay. But
So,
your boss called you that there's a program.
Yes, our boss called us.
Okay.
Mostly, our boss was also like our age mate.
Okay.
Yes, our boss is like our age mate.
Yeah.
But then because he is the one who owns the machine.
Yeah, so he's your boss.
He's our boss. And people are the ones who links him the programs.
And then he gives them to you.
Yes. Sometimes he will even have a church program and he might not even know the venue.
Right.
Yes. So when this program came, we being in love with our jobs, we didn't even care to ask what kind of program it is. So we went. It was a very large place where there were drinks and everything. And one thing too, if you're a DJ and you go for a program, everything that you serve to the people that comes there, we get some. If you share the things 5 in a row, we also get 5.
Some, yeah.
Yes. So When we got there, the program was going on smoothly. Then the guests and the people who were invited started coming in. And we saw that the atmosphere was changing because the kind of party we were expecting to go was not the kind of party we were seeing.
Okay.
It was interesting though because you were seeing a whole lot of beautiful girls, people dressed in suits and a whole lot. And one funny thing too, anybody that walks through that gate comes in pairs.
Anybody that walks through that gate comes in pairs. So ladies, two ladies. Men,
two men.
Right.
So
it's getting interesting, my people.
We didn't understand. So it got to a time, out of shock.
Right.
The music stopped playing whilst we didn't even realize.
We didn't even know that the music
had stopped playing because what we were seeing with our eyes were too much.
Right.
People started coming in and the party was going on smoothly. There we started seeing ladies kissing ladies, men dancing with men, and
like physically,
right?
This
in front
is
of
not a created
eyes.
story.
No, right
physical.
In front of
you
our
were seeing
eyes.
it.
Yes.
Is it an enclosed area?
It's an enclosed area, and then it was by then a new hotel that was being launched.
Okay.
And how they launched the hotel, it was in association with some people.
Right.
Supposedly these gay people.
Right.
Yes. And the name of that hotel is very, very strange.
It's strange.
Yes. But for one or two reasons, I can't mention
yes.
the name. Yes. And all I can say is it was located in a place called Aquarium.
All right.
Yes.
The hotel is located in a place called Aquarium.
Yes.
All right.
So
they started kissing.
Ladies started kissing ladies and men started dancing with men and other things. And my friend tapped me to look at what was going on. I was like, where have we found ourselves? Because this is not what we signed up for. And we even playing music for these people, what are the impressions they're going to think of us? We cleared our head and we said we'll go on with it. So there was this guy, I don't know how he came about that place. He was also interested in what was going on, but anybody that touches him, he started to pull himself out.
Those touching, were they men or women?
Men.
Okay.
Chasing this same guy. He was a very nice, slim guy. He likes to drink and other things. So one of the people that went to him hold him and he was like, he is not part of the gangs. But the guy actually drinks.
Right.
So one of them offered the guy a drink. So in the course of the drink, he started behaving in an abnormal way. And with all this, you see, it was my friend who always have the sharp eyes to prompt my attention because for me, I didn't want to concentrate. Yes, because I was overwhelmed with what I was seeing. So I didn't want to even concentrate on what I'm actually looking at.
Right.
So my eyes were on my PC.
Right. And you were just
playing my music. Yes, that was my job.
Right.
Play music and leave.
Right.
So he called me that, hey, this guy that he was pulling himself away from these people are the ones that are going to give him drink. This guy should be very careful. And by then, we have a policy. We just go to doing our job.
Right.
What we see, what we hear, what we witness, it's none of our business.
Right.
So we were just watching the guy. The guy just took the drink, he drank the drink then. All of a sudden, he started behaving in a different way. So in the midst of the crowd, one person came to us and he asked our names. Then we all introduced ourselves to the guy. The guy too is one of the wealthiest people in Cape Coast.
Very wealthy.
Yes. He asked us, why aren't we joining the party? I said, oh, we are not part of.
Right.
Then we just came to play music. Then he said, oh, how I answered my question to him, he realized I'm very truthful and honest. So he asked if I can visit him in his school or any place at time. I said no, but rather my friend actually gave him his contact.
Right.
So after the man talking to us, then he made us look at the guy that was giving a drink. Then he told us that there was a substance placed in the drink. And do we drink alcohol? We said no. He said we shouldn't drink or touch anything they serve us. There was a substance placed in his drink. And that substance makes you feel, I don't know if my word will be right, makes you feel horny and you would like to do crazy things. Things that you
ordinarily
will never do. That is what the substance will let you do. So this guy started behaving in a funny way. Now the people that were touching him and he was pulling himself away, when they touch him, he goes in for it.
Goes in for it.
3 men right in front of our eyes. in a couch, had sex with that man. Men, 3 men, right in front of our eyes.
Right in front, had
Yes,
sex with him.
Had sex with him on
At
the couch.
once,
At
or
once.
one-
One will come, the next will come, the next will come, like that. And
the others were watching.
Everybody was there.
Else was dancing.
I don't know how to let you see this, but that place and where we were, nobody gives a damn about anybody.
Anything.
Yes.
So everything was happening.
Everything was happening.
So you were seeing
there.
3 men having sex with another
Penetrating
man,
another man's behind.
whilst you guys were offering them music.
Music.
Jeez.
This was what was going on. So I was like,
What
I
song,
became-
do you remember the particular song you were playing at that point?
oh, mostly the kind of song that became a hit in 2012 and 2013.
Those were the songs
Those
you were
were the
offering
songs we were
for the
offering.
sexual
Yes,
bout.
the hip life, and mostly they also like, before the beginning of the program, they were letting us play this olden day legends, this Daddy Lumba music
Right.
and other things. Yes. And it was mostly about love songs.
Love songs.
Yes. So when this was happening, I was angry and I couldn't control myself. So I told my friend that I'm leaving. When I was leaving, then this guy approached me again and he told me that make sure you don't say anything you are seeing here to anyone. I say I have a policy and I live by that policy. So what I'm saying is none of my business, but I can't be here.
You can't be here.
So I'm leaving. I left. And my friend called me that the program was a success. And even when they were leaving, they gave him tips. I said, okay. And they told him that anytime they need our services, they will let us know.
Yeah.
I said, okay. We will be there once in a while, and he will call me that our friend we met at the bar said he wants to take us out. He had been taking us to fancy hotels and other things. The restaurant in the hotels. Yes. A hotel I can never go there to buy a bottle of water from. That was where I was eating.
So this man finally was able to take you guys out.
Yes, the 2 of us.
So you and your friend were seeing him, and
Yes.
he was taking you guys out.
Yes.
What conversations was going on when
Oh,
you guys sat down?
for that time, he never said anything.
He never said anything.
He never said
so
anything.
it was just friendship.
It was just friendship.
Taking
yes.
you guys
Yes.
to expensive places.
Expensive
showering
places.
money on you.
Yes.
Okay.
But one funny thing too, if they don't get anything from you, they will never give you 1 cedi.
They will never give you
They will
one
never
cedi.
give you 1 cedi.
But they can buy
But
for
they can
you.
buy anything for you. They don't even mind buying a car for you.
Right.
Yes. So this guy was taking us to fancy places. Places I only go in my dreams.
Right.
That was where we were going. Expensive hotels, expensive restaurants and other things. Just to go and eat. Then after everything he will let the waiter or the waitress mention the bill for us to hear the money he
paying.
spends. Yes.
Wow.
So when you bring the bill to him, then he will tell you that I can't see. So mention the amount for me. 900 cedis, 800. Just
That was then.
That was then, yes. So this man told my friend that my friend was doing a renovation in his house. And in the renovation, he short money. And he called this guy. And the guy told him, if I would be willing to meet him alone,
If
then
you
yes,
will be willing to meet him
the guy
alone,
alone,
he will give him
the money. Yes. So he said, my friend told me that, okay, why don't I go? Because he is harmless and we need the money. Because by then, the festival of Cape Coast was coming up and we need a place renovated so that we will be doing our boys
Yeah,
things.
yeah, I get
Yes.
it.
So when he left, when he called the guy that I'll be meeting him, I went and met the guy at Infantipim,
Okay.
Infantipim School.
Right.
He came with his Benz. He came and picked me up and sent me to a place in UCC, a restaurant in UCC. And he bought me food and drinks. So after eating the food and drinks, he sent me to his car thinking we are about to leave. So I went and sit in the front. He said, no, Emmanuel, I'm not going now. So come and sit at the back seat. I said, okay. I went and sit in the back seat.
So
then
you and him were in the back seat.
Yes, of the
Okay.
car.
Of the car on
And-
UCC campus.
Yes.
Okay.
And
this
his
is
car,
one of the wealthiest people in Cape
In
Coast.
Cape Coast,
This
yes.
is the man.
Yes.
Okay.
and his car too was fully tilted. So
Yeah.
when the car is parked, you can't see anything from inside. We were all sitting at the back of the car, and he started asking me about my life. Then I told him that I have a really tough childhood, which I'm still suffering now. So right now, all I think about is to get a job. Then he said, I know he owns so many businesses, schools and casinos and other things. So what will I in return give him
So that
if
he give you.
he gives me a job? Then I said, oh, for me, I want a job. So if he is willing to give me a job, I don't mind giving him 50% of my salary for 3 months. I don't care. He said no. I should know his caliber and the kind of person he is. Why will he give me a job and I will give him money? No. He can give me the money that I will be paid in my job times 3. So he don't need my money. Then I said, okay, so whatever he wants, I'll see if it can go in my lane, I'll give it to him. Then he said, what if we become friends and we enter into dating? Then I said, but the last time I met you at the program, you said you were nothing related to them, so you came alone. So why are you telling me this? Then he said, no, I should act like an adult. How old am I? I said, I'm 21. He said, yes, 21, you're over 18 years, so you should think like an adult and act like an adult. I said, yes, I'm acting like an adult, and I'm thinking, but you should know I can't do that. I like women, so I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I can be your friend, and you're a very good friend, of course, because you are a senior man, and you even exceed the age of my father. So we can be very good friends. But for me to enter into dating with you, and come on, you have money. Why don't you go in for these ladies and other things? And then he gave me a hint that he has been married for 8 years with 5 children. Yes. And he don't want his wife to ever suspect that he is cheating on his wife. So for him to be faithful to his wife, he will not go in for a lady because ladies are full of trouble. Then he likes the side of men. Because men, if a man comes to his house, the lady will not think anything for him. That was what he was saying. Then I said, okay, for me, I can't do that. So if he don't mind, it's either I will take a car home or he will go and alight me where he picked me from. Then he said, I'm getting on his nerves. I should get out from his car. And then he will send me to wherever he picked me from. So instead of him to take me to where he picked me from, and that's in Fantipe, he alighted me at Cape Coast Castle, commercial bank at Cape Coast Castle.
Right.
Yes. And one funny thing too, opposite the commercial bank is my uncle's church. Yes. So when he alighted me there, I was like, do I go home to my uncle or
go to
I
the
go
church?
home? My uncle lives in the church, where the church is, behind the church. He is the father of the church. So I was like, do I go to my uncle and tell him this, or I should just go home? I brushed it off and I went home. And anything that happens to, I tell my mom about it. My mom is a single parent.
Right.
She raised 3 boys and 1 girl.
Right.
So anything that happens in our family, I tell her.
So you told her?
I told her everything that happened. And even when I was telling her, she called an interview for my siblings to be there as well, to say my experience, for them to learn something from it. And even it became a laughing something between us. When they see me, they'll be just tagging me, hey, Nana is now favorite for gays, so Nana don't chase ladies again. We were all laughing about it, but it got to a time I was offended. So I was not going out with anyone. It was only my friend and I. If he's going somewhere, I go with him. But if I see that where he's going is crowded with men, I tell him, gentlemen, I'm not going inside with you. You can go. I will stay behind. But if that place is affiliated to ladies, I'll go with him. Yes. So when my laptop came, I went to him and told him that
this is your friend.
Yes, I went to my friend and told him that my dad sent me a laptop. He said, "Wow." Or then it means we can even use my laptop to rent our boss. Yeah. Because his laptop is only 1. So sometimes when we go for a program, it's pen drive we normally use. When the program is 2, we use pen drive. So the pen drive will be on autoplay, and the one that will be going to the expensive program will use the laptop. Right. So since my father sent me a laptop,
you can rent it
to our boss.
Right.
The idea came. Then I was like, what is on the laptop? I don't know anything about it. Then he said, we should get an installation. So during that time too, I was the one running my mom's shop at London Bridge. Right. Anytime I'm working, my father used to have a very good friend. He was living on our lane to my shop. Yes. And this man has been with us since childhood. When we were kids. When my mom had an accident, he was the one that was taking care of us and other stuff. Yes. Right. So one funny thing, when I was going with him, when I was going to my shop one early Saturday morning, I met my father's friend, but we all call him uncle. So because he's more
like a family
father. Yes.
So you met uncle.
I met my uncle, and he greeted me and was like, Emmanuel, Where are you going? I said, I'm going to the shop. He said, hey, today you are here early. Why? Is everything okay? I said, yes. Daddy sent me a laptop, so I'm coming to go through it. He said, oh, okay. There is a man behind here who does this installation and that thing. So if you don't mind, you can send it to him. They said, oh, he is the one coming.
Okay.
I turned around and I said, but this man, I know him. When we were in school in Montessori, he was the one that was taking us to school. He said, oh, really? I said, yes. So when you saw, you also waved me. Hey, Ima, how are you? I said, I'm fine. Where are you going? I said, oh, I'm going to shop. My daddy gave me a laptop and blah, 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 blah. Then he said, okay, when you are free, bring it to my shop so that I have a look at it for you. And mind you, this very second guy is one of the very best graphic designers in Cape Coast.
Right.
One of the very best. So this man told me that I should come for the installation and other thing. He is giving me, I think he said, Windows XP3 or something. So I should come to him for the installation and other stuff. When I went to him for the installation, he was having this kind of cool stuff, seasonal movies, straightforward movies and other things. It was very, very nice. Aside his graphic designers,
graphic job.
Yes, he's also into movies. And it was in relation to what I also like. So most of the times when I have nothing doing,
you go to
I
him.
go to him.
Okay.
So senior, I'm here.
Good. So let's advance it.
Yes. Then all of a sudden, anytime I go to him, I've been moving with him for like 3 months. Anytime I go to him, he minimizes a small portion of the laptop, playing a gay porn.
Okay.
Yes. And when I come, if I want a movie, the gay porn will be playing up there. Then he will select the movie I want, then he will burn it for me to see that this is what he was watching. So I said to myself, why is it that these people always target me? Because I've been moving with my friend, which he can tolerate anything. Why don't they go to him, but then comes to me? So I was very surprised. The first time he did it, I didn't complain. I didn't say anything. The second time I didn't talk. But the third time I asked him, what is this? Then he hid it. Then he told me it's nothing, it's none of my business. So it got to a time where he said he can't take it anymore. Then he said it to my face. He said, Emmanuel, I said, yes. Do you know that when I was taking you to school and other things, I really liked you? I said, yes, I know you. I know you like me because I'm like a son to you. He said, no. I was waiting for you to grow so that I can have you for myself.
This is a man telling a man.
A man telling me. That was like, I don't understand what you're saying. Then he also told me the same thing the other guy told me. I should act mature because I am no longer a kid. He was waiting for me to grow up because he wanted to have me for himself. There he started telling me his whole life issue, how he even ended up getting married because people were suspecting him that he is this. So for this graphic designer guy, for him, he is 100% straightforward. He would tell you, this is what I do. If you don't like it, don't come close to me.
Yeah. Is he married?
He's a married man with, I think, 2 kids.
He's the one who has been showing you the gay videos?
Yes.
Okay.
He is the one. So he told me point blank that he never had the intention to get married, but the marriage was a cover-up.
Okay.
And for him, it is not only ladies he sleeps with. He sleeps with men as well. Then I said, wow, what you are saying is something surprising to me. Well, for me, I don't do that. I like ladies. So please, don't discuss those things with me again. He said, if you have sex with a lady and you have sex with men, you will realize that they are all the same. There is no difference. And I said, okay, then I prefer having sex with a lady than with a man. If it is the same thing, I prefer having one. I can't have the two. So I choose one. Then he told me that, do I know the chances and the opportunities that will open for me if I allow myself to be doing these things? As he is sitting there, he has never used his company's money to pay his children's school fees before. He has never used his company's money to pay his rent or a light bill or anything. Foreigners are the ones that pay for him. Nigerians, United States guys, London, they are the guys.
They take care of his family.
Yes. And
all he does is to offer them his anus.
Something like that, straightforward. So he was the one who even educated me in these things, trying to convince me into coming in. When he realized I'm not interested, then he said, per what he has taught me, I should know how I move with them. As I sit here right now, if you take me to the streets, if I'm not able to identify, I can identify at least 50 people who are into this gaze
just by seeing them.
just seeing them. He taught me so many things that.
What are some of the things he taught you?
Their way of dressing.
Identifiers. Yes.
Their way of dressing.
How do they dress?
Yes. Mostly they like wearing shorts.
Mostly they like wearing shorts.
They like wearing shorts. And most of the times with the shorts that they like to wear.
Wearing shorts. I know he's not gay. I know he's woman. Okay, so they
like wearing shorts. And mostly they would like to appear neat.
They like to appear
neat in any possible way.
They pay attention to their facial looks. Everything. A man who will stand in mirror and do why?
Everything. They like to appear neat. And they have a specific haircut. And even that haircut, they have corresponding haircuts to it as well. Everything about them
is proper. It's
very,
intentional.
Very yes.
It's intentional.
Yes.
The haircut.
Those, it will shock you to know that those people who are walking on the street pretending to be ladies, they do themselves, they are not even gays.
They are not the problem.
No. They are not gay. The very third person I will talk about, that is still worrying me till today. I linked this very person to the graphic designer, but the graphic designer told me that he is too girlish. He don't like that type.
He is too girlish. He doesn't like that type. Damn.
He taught me things I need to know. Not
when you see them,
yes.
Haircuts, way of dressing, they appear neat.
Appearance.
Rings?
Rings, no. Those who are, let me say the small boys, they are the ones that I would like to show off because, yes, I'm having money, I want to dress luxuriously.
Right.
Most of them don't even like putting on watches.
Right.
Yes. You will know them by how you see them. And how they even move, how they talk to you, how their facial expressions and other things will let you know that they are into this game as well. Yeah. Yes. This is what they do. The man educated me a lot. There he opened up so many things to me. And some of the things that I can remember till today was his family issue. Then I think 4 people he personally showed me by pointing a finger that this person was once at this to me. This person was once at this to me. This person came to me. I don't know what he was thinking. He just hugged me and told me that he is feeling for sex, and I took him to a hotel. He was telling me all these things when I was with him.
A man just hugged him and told him he's feeling for sex,
and
he took him to a hotel and had sex with him.
All happening in Cape Coast.
All happening in Cape Coast.
Yeah.
Is there a thing happening in Cape Coast? Is that how Cape Coast is?
Cape Coast is like an easy vessel. Okay. No offense to Cape Coast guys and ladies, but Cape Coast is an easy vessel. If you want to advertise or market a product which has to do with the individual, Cape Coast will be the very best place for you to do this advertisement. Because people like what they see and people like what they can get in their hand. So for me not to work and to get honey every day, I prefer that than working in a hot sun to get the honey.
Yeah.
This is the life of Cape Coast. Yes.
In fact, you grew up in Cape Coast. You are a full-blown Cape Coast person.
I'm a full-grown Cape Coast person.
So I'm taking what you're saying.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. What I can tell you about Cape Coast in general is Cape Coast, the guys themselves mostly don't like to work. Mostly. With what has affected Cape Coast now is this education and this religious stuff. That has affected Cape Coast for the boys and the ladies to be changing.
Right, small.
Yes. The ladies, if they see you've traveled outside or you're a foreigner, if you like, don't tell them anything, they will just follow you. But for the guys, if you are able to come out from Cape Coast, and let me say you come to Accra or Kumasi to make a living, even to get something like, let me say, 150 cedis,
right,
send it home.
Right.
You are able to buy drinks, buy food for 3 days. You can have the girl of your dreams without even thinking twice.
Wow.
This is the life
that is how it is over there.
Yes.
So the men are doing things because they don't want to work. They are looking for easy ways. And one of the easy ways is to be with men.
It's not one of the easy ways. One of the easy ways these men tricks and gets them.
Okay.
Yes.
Is to show them money and get them because they don't want to work, but they want money.
They want money, yes.
Wow.
And no one should ever tell you that gay is a spiritual something. Gay is never spiritual.
Gay is not spiritual.
Gay is never spiritual.
But you are not one. So how do you tell?
I was taught.
You were taught.
Yes, I was taught. So
By an experienced gay?
By an experienced gay. By 3 experienced gays.
Okay.
Yes. And
one, the graphic designer.
One, the wealthiest man.
The wealthiest man in Cape Coast.
Yes,
And
one
who's
of
the
the
third
wealthiest
person?
man. And the third person is currently not in Ghana by now, but he has been sending me messages that when he comes to Ghana,
he wants to have you
sex. Yes.
for dinner.
Yes.
When he comes to Ghana, you have sex.
We will have sex.
You and him.
He said when we come to Ghana, we will have sex.
Is he a Ghanaian?
He is a Ghanaian, and he's a fancy. For him, he was living right beside our house. Yes, it's not opposite because there is a very long stretch. Yes, he was living beside our house. And for him, I took him as a senior brother, straightforward. And per what has happened to me, they all happened to me before I met him. Yes. So when I was moving with him, I was moving with him with my head.
Due to your head, yeah.
Yes. But it got to a time, things he were doing was shifting me from thinking he is like that.
Right.
So I dropped everything I was taught.
You dropped
and
your
I
guard.
left and moved with him normal. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was never suspecting him in any way. So it was my mom that stood on my toe and told me that, Emmanuel, this person you've been spending time with every day, you should be careful. I said, Ma, you know him. He is also Nana like me. So why is it that 2 Nanas are moving?
And
because my senior brother, he is always like the hash type. You can't relate with my senior brother. He will always be like, hey, if you touch my thing, hey, if you do this. So he, the Nana, opening up to me, listening to me, laughing with me and other things, I felt like
somebody was listening to you.
Yes.
You had a big brother.
Which I can relate with anytime I want. I even introduced my younger brother to him.
But now he's the one who wants to have sex with you.
He's the one who has been telling me straightforward. The videos and other things he has been sending me, if you want, I can show them to you right now. Yes. He told me point blank that when he comes to Ghana, he will have sex with me. First, he told me, but he first sent me a message by saying, when he meets me and hug me, he will kiss me deeply and suck me.
This is a man.
This is a man.
When he comes and he hugs you,
yes,
he will kiss you deeply and
suck me. I was like, and now what are you saying?
Hey,
you are my best bud, and no matter what you do, I can never be in a relationship with you. So his conversation made me strike a deal with him. When he was telling me he wants to have sex with me, I told him that, let's make a deal. If you come to Ghana, okay, I'm going to invite a lady. We will have a threesome sex. If you are able to have sex with a lady, I will personally have sex with you. And if you have sex with a lady and you truly want me to have sex with you after having sex with a lady, I'll have sex with you.
Yeah.
Then
what was the end game of this deal? To get him to convert or what?
Yes, because
I
wanted
to see him to see if he can have sex with a lady.
Not that. I asked him, has he ever tried a lady before? I told him point blank that why is it that he does not want to hold and touch the soft and wonderful beauty of God's creation? Then he said he doesn't have interest or feelings for women.
Meaning he's never had it with a woman.
He has never had with a woman before. Yes. Then I told him that, okay, if that is the deal, then I want to strike a deal with you. Let's have sex with a lady. If you have sex with a lady and you like it, you let me know. If you don't like it and you still want to have sex with me, then I will allow you.
Okay.
He said no.
He said no.
He said no. He wants me and I'm the only one he wants.
But is it possible that spiritually you are gay that you are not aware of? Is it possible too that there's a spirit of gayism on you that you need to pray against? Because the way men come after you instead of women, isn't it shocking to you?
Spiritual stuff, now, I don't believe in spiritual stuff.
You don't believe in spiritual stuff?
Because when I was attending church by then, when I was with my parents, my pastor was preaching about Adam and Eve. And I raised my hand to ask my pastor a question. One of the ushers in the Baptist church came to me and told me that when a pastor is preaching, we don't interrupt with questions.
Okay.
But when he finished preaching,
you can
or
ask.
On Wednesday Bible studies, I can go and ask him. I said, okay. So when he finished preaching, I went there with my mom to the pastor and I asked him that, when you were talking about creation, you said God created Adam and Eve, 2 people. Adam and Eve sinned and left the garden. They gave birth to 2 children named Cain and Abel, so human beings are 4. Cain killed Abel, Yes, Cain killed Abel.
Yeah.
So now,
They're
minus
left with
1
3.
is left with 3. So God said, the cry of your brother have gotten to him, what. And now you are going to, God is going to place a mark on Cain's forehead, that wherever he goes, nobody will cause him harm. And he will walk, the thing is, his entire life or something. And Cain left the site of his mother and father and went to a country or a town called Nod and met his wife there. So I asked the pastor, using your biblical expression, explain to me, how come God said this? Does it mean God had already created people
some Nod,
somewhere,
some wife somewhere,
and God has actually created an education system that they can name towns and other things that the Bible said they have
called
a
Nod.
place called Nod, and Cain met his wife there. Where are these people from? My pastor was not able to explain. So I told my mom that, Mommy, if a pastor is not able to explain this, then me, I'm not stepping my foot in church again.
And since then?
Since then, I have not been to church.
You've
People try to invite me to their churches and other things. Jehovah's Witness people meet me and try to have a Bible conversation with me. But I ask them some simple questions.
And they are unable to
They
answer.
are not able to answer.
So you don't believe in you don't believe in Christianity?
I was raised in Christianity. So if I say I don't believe in it, it's going to be something harsh.
Okay.
But I don't believe
But
in
the
some
truth
of...
is that you don't believe in it.
Yes.
The truth is that you don't,
I don't
believe,
believe
in
in
it,
it.
even though you were raised in it.
Yes.
You don't believe it. It's a fallacy to you.
Yes. It's one of the religions that people have their faith in.
But
Yes.
you don't
But
believe
for
in
me,
it.
no.
So what if it turns out that there is the spirit of gayism in you?
Then I will know how to live.
Then you know how to live.
Yes, I will know how to
Do
live.
women chase you as much as men chase you?
Women, I have a problem with women. Because any woman I see and I like, when you approach the person, they are all like, Emmanuel, I know you like women. So even if I'm to follow you, you will end up breaking my heart.
Yeah.
So the only women I was living or going out with were married women.
We're married women.
Yes. And these married
Why?
women, they are the ones that feel confident enough to come to me.
Because they are broken heart proof, or because they are already married. Even if you do something, they don't really mind.
For that, I can't tell. But for my age mates or my peers, for me
They fear
to fall
you.
in, they fear me.
But your age mates who are men don't fear you.
No, they don't fear me. Even for them, where I'm working currently, all the men, when they see me, they'll be calling me a Jamai, a Jamai.
Meanwhile, you hardly get in touch with women.
ladies, yes.
Are you still dealing with married women?
Currently, I'm not.
Currently, you are not.
Currently, I'm not.
So you are only dealing with men, as in they are chasing you, but you are not agreeing.
For now, it's only this one person.
Who is disturbing you?
Yes,
The third guy.
But
who's
yeah, the
disturbing
third guy. But the rest, I've been able to cut everybody off. One thing I used to threaten them with, when they come after me again, I'll tell their wives.
you? Okay.
Yes, because when they come in for you, they introduce you to everything you need to know.
Okay.
Yes, you meet their wives and other things. So if their wives are to hear that this is what they are doing, it's going to be a very big problem for them. You know, ladies talk.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you tell their wives about this,
It's a big problem.
yeah,
So it is usually the married men gays who come after you.
the cover ups.
The cover ups,
Yes.
those who are married and those who marry to cover up,
Yes.
they are the ones coming after you.
Yes.
Is it disturbing you?
It's disturbing me a lot. That was what made me leave Cape Coast in the first place. This second guy I was talking about, the best graphic designer. Yes. For him, if people sees that you are even greeting him good morning or good afternoon, there is a way they look at
They
you
look at you. You are his partner, bottom line.
automatically.
Yeah.
Yes. Even with they not finding out how come you get to know him. And I told you once that I had a history with him. He was the one when we were kids. He was holding our hands and sending us to school. Yes. So with this history, automatically I will have to be free with him. But people around me don't know and they judge me wrongly. Even my uncle, the one I told you about, my father's friend,
Right.
he said he introduced me to him to go for my installation. But the way and kind of manner I go to him all the time, he is not seeing me well. Nana, be careful. And I said, Uncle, I've heard you. But I only go to his place for movies. Then my uncle opened up to me that, do you know that this person once, he didn't say is, he said once, was doing this, and that. I said, yes, Uncle, I'm aware. I got to find out, and he wanted to bring it on me. Then he said, anytime he tried that nonsense with me, I should tell him, he will go and beat him. I said, Uncle, I've heard you. But from today, I'm not going to his place again. So Once he noticed I was not coming to him, he was now coming to my shop.
Wow.
Yes. So it even caused me to leave Cape Coast.
The gays chased you out of Cape Coast, so to speak.
Supposedly, yes.
Yes, the gays chased you out of Cape Coast. And in Accra too, are you experiencing same?
Accra, no. It's just recently that this third guy continued from where he stopped.
Where he stopped,
Yes.
whom you know.
Yes.
So that your friend, your childhood friend, your DJ friend, is he also one?
He is not one.
He is not one.
Yes, for him, I can even stick my neck on the line for him.
Yes, he's not one. So two of you are not one. Was any of them able to get very close to you, at least like kiss you or peg you or hold you in a certain uncompromising way?
Kiss, hug, no. But touching, yes. The
You were able
first
to-
guy.
The first guy touched
Yes,
you.
he touched me and held my,
He held your dick.
yes, he held it. And he was shaking it. That was what I was telling him. That happened at the back of the car when we were sitting at the back seat.
Whilst you were sitting at the
Yes.
back seat,
And
when
he
he
wanted
wanted to get you to agree to his proposal,
Yes.
he had held onto your
And he
cock.
was pulling it, and it was a whole lot of things.
Was pulling it for pleasure or was
For
hurting
pleasure.
you?
No, for pleasure.
So he
That
was
I
giving you
should
hand job
Yes.
whilst talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe,
It's not easy. So I was just telling him that I don't like it. He
but
should
why
stop.
didn't you hit his hand? You start there, waited, he opened your zip, put his
No.
hand in-
He did not open my zip. He held me together with the dress I was wearing.
Oh, Charlie,
Yes.
that must be pain. Oh,
He held me together with the dress I was wearing. Nobody got access to me physically by removing my dress or anything.
no, none of them.
But the only person who was able to hold me held me together with the dress I was wearing. Yes. And he was saying that this is a normal thing. He was trying to convince me like how men convince ladies who are refusing to sleep with them do.
Do you tell your girlfriends that this is what men are doing to you?
I remember I told one of my girlfriend about it.
Yeah,
Her
one
name-
of the married girlfriends.
No.
Okay.
No. This girl was with me for 2 years, and now our relationship is hanging.
Yeah.
For her, I'll mention her name. Her name is Susie.
Right.
Yes. And when I told her that for me, she is very lucky that she is even staying with me. She was doubting me. And I told her that for me, ladies my size don't like me. It is this married woman and gays who comes after me. Then she was laughing at me, and I told her that, okay, let me show you. So I went on my messenger, this third guy, and I sent him hi. And he replied me by saying, run away. I sent you a message that I sent you a video that this is what we will do when I come to Ghana. And you ran away, you didn't want to chat me again. Then I showed it to her and said, have you seen it? He said, hey. Then she was encouraging that she's not convinced, so I should continue
The chat.
the chat. So I continued, and now the guy started proposing again. Then I said, now, Susie, have you seen?
Have you seen it?
This is what I was talking to you about. Then she was not okay for almost a week. Yes, she was not okay.
Because she felt somebody could be eating you low
Yes,
key.
yes. So she was not okay. So anytime I go out, she is very inquisitive to know where are you
and who you are with.
Yes.
Because-
Sometimes I can take, mind you, my friend I was talking about, we are all in Accra here. Yes. And sometimes I can take a picture of myself and my friend and send it to her that I'm having fun with
Your
my
friend.
friend. And we are going to motor repair shop or this and that. He said, no,
Something
I'm not
is
sure.
going on.
Let's do video call. So for a week, she wasn't okay. Yes.
But why don't you cut these people off? Don't you think one of them could eventually get you? Or you don't think they can?
They can never get me because, number one, I'm not going to talk to you every day for me to get emotional. I'm not even going to have emotional feelings for you. And I'm never going to see you one-on-one anywhere for
But
any
your friend
reason.
who is abroad is coming down, maybe this December, and he has mean you. So what will you do?
He doesn't know where I stay. He doesn't know which part of
But you
Accra
send
I
him
am.
location. This location. Locate.
I won't do that mistake.
You won't do that. Because if you do, he can get
He
you.
can get me, yes.
You know he can get you.
I know it.
Then it's dangerous.
Yes.
Cut ties with him because you know he can get you. And once he gets you, you become a very good gay
Really.
because of your knowledge and experience you've been through. It is possible, or you don't think so?
It will be difficult,
will be
but
difficult.
we don't know tomorrow.
You don't know tomorrow.
Yes, it will
So
be
me,
difficult.
if tomorrow I hear you've started doing it, I shouldn't be surprised.
You should be.
I should be.
Because you should ask yourself, why did I tell you this?
And then you went back.
And
to
I
do
went
it.
back to do it, yes.
So you don't pray So I'm wondering how you can solve it. Do you pray? You don't pray.
I pray to my mom and I pray to my dad.
You pray to your mom and
Yes.
you pray to your dad.
Yes.
So they could help cast the demon
Yes.
of away from you.
Yes.
If
I'm sure.
indeed it's demon,
it is there.
they can cast it away
Yes.
from you. Because it doesn't, for a handsome young man, and all you get is men coming after you, men coming after you. I think, I don't know, those of you watching, the man of God, does he need prayers? Will you be able to help? If he does, let me know. I can connect him to you. Because it doesn't sound well, oh. Doesn't sound well. Like men. And he seems to be a cool guy. They'll eat you. Oh.
Oh, no. For that one, it won't happen.
For that one, it won't happen.
Maybe I might be in a coma or I'll be dead before it happens.
Before it happens,
Yes,
but it
because-
won't happen.
Yes.
You still are good with your woman. You prefer women.
I prefer
You
women.
like to eat women.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So you are single now.
No, I'm not single.
You are not single. So you are
I'm
still
not
eating someone.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for this conversation. It's been very interesting.
Thank you.
It's
to
been
you.
very revealing as well. People say it as it is here on Vibes. This is why you should always come to Vibes in 5. People are doing it, but they are not doing it like this. people are doing it too, but you won't get it this real. Where? You won't get it, Jack. Come here. This is the place. Share the video and leave a comment. Let people know that we do the real stuff, not the other guys. You know what I mean? Big shouts to you, Lobster, Mr. Brown, Eddie Dazekins, Papi. You want to say something? Say hi to all your married women that you've left them. You eventually broke their hearts, though. I'm sure you didn't impregnate anyone.
No.
So
I
that
didn't
they
pregnant.
can have a kid.
But one thing, this LGBT stuff.
Yeah, tell me.
Ghanaians should get it out of their mind that it will be legalized in Ghana.
It won't.
Yes, it won't happen. Because per what I was taught, you see, they use luxurious things to lure you in. So when this LGBT stuff is legalized in Ghana, it becomes something normal. So now, if they come to you and you don't want it, they can't have you. But once it is illegal and they do it in hiding, then they will use this luxurious stuff to attack you. Yes. So when it is legalized, it becomes something normal. Just like how a lady going to a man approaching a lady.
And is it that they themselves, they don't want it to be legalized?
They themselves don't want it to be legalized.
They don't want it to be
They
legalized.
don't want it to
They
be
themselves don't
legalized.
want
They
it to be
themselves don't
legalized
want
because
it
they
to
don't want it to be normal.
They don't want it to be normal. Because I remember this very, you see, during Muhammad's reign, the very first guy, when Muhammad was being interviewed at CNN concerning this
LGBT,
stuff, this man said, if they happen to accept it in Ghana, it is going to spoil their markets.
Because
This is what the guy said.
Because why a lot of people will be doing it now, or a lot of
It
people
will be open and it will be normal. You see, now mostly guys can't go to ladies and tell them that I have a car, yes, and I have a house, so come, let's go home. No, it doesn't work like that. Now the ladies want to know what you do, how you get your money, before they follow you. So if they legalize it, you can't come to me again and tell me that you will give me money, you will give me car, you give me, because it is normal. So the man said, if it is legalized, it will spoil their market.
And they have money, they can influence you.
Seriously.
But I've had a gay guy here who said whatever they gave him, they took it away from him. So one also said he didn't even get 50 pesos from it.
Yes.
He did, they eat them and scatter him. So
then he was not fortunate.
He then destroy him.
He was not fortunate. You see, once you
he
do
went
it,
to the wrong people.
hopefully yes. You see, once you do it, and mostly how these things are generated are from the boys' schools and the girls' schools they've been going. Yes. They don't have the access to go to ladies. And you see, these teachers are too strict on them that if you break bounds, this, and that. So when their sexual desires or their sexual pleasure comes,
they release it on their fellow guys or fellow girls.
Yes. But the thing is, this guy that said that he did not get anything, everything they gave him, they took it away. That's what they do. You see, once you are in a game, it's more like I don't know the name I should call it, a fixed deposit or treasure bill.
Yeah.
Yes. Once you are
in
in it, you get the interest. But once you decide, hey, I'm not going to invest again,
They take
you
everything.
get everything back. They take everything from you. This is how they do it. Yes. You see, when I was eating their food and their drinks, and they wanted me to go in bed with them, and I was refusing. You got to know, Kai, Emmanuel is not serious. So let's just brush him off. So now, even if you call one of them right now, they will never answer.
They won't mind you.
Yes. Because they know that no matter what happens, they're not going to
They won't
get a
get you.
chance with you.
Maybe we need to have this conversation again, but for now, this is enough information for people to work with. My name is Arnold Elavanyo. You can always call me